Hi everyone. I have to pause because I don't remember what day today is. So today is day 11. You would think since I've been making daily videos, I'd remember the days of the week, but I still haven't quite managed to pull that off, or the days of the month. So I have to look at my phone every time. So today is day 11, and I approached today kind of with mixed feelings, but it's really about many things. One, after hearing Obama's farewell speech last night and some of the things that happened today, as well as some of the conversations I've heard today, I kind of came home feeling a little torn because on one hand, I've been motivated and inspired to just like work harder and do more. But on the other hand, I'm like a little hurt and discouraged and concerned and worried. And honestly, I'm sure all of these feelings are normal and they're things people experience every day. But today, for some reason, all of those things felt heightened. And I just think it's because I feel like there's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot to come, and I think we're all going to be tasked to rise to the occasion for everything that's put before us. I also happened to stumble across a video of Cory Booker and a testimony he gave as a senator against another senator, Jeff Sessions' appointment to Attorney General. And it was interesting listening to him because anytime I have heard him speak, he's always seemed incredibly confident and inspired by what he was saying. And he was all of those things, but in the beginning, I could tell that he was like really nervous because this is unprecedented what he was doing. But in the end, it was almost like he was so filled with passion because he knew out of the different tasks that he's expected to accomplish as a senator, as a representative of the people who he serves, he knew that he could not go without making a statement regardless of what precedent that would set, what issues that would cause for him, and what he's doing day to day. So I had to applaud him for his bravery. Some people might not agree, but I'm with him for his cause, and I was encouraged by his willingness to step up in an atmosphere where I'm sure he was encouraged to do everything but. That being said, I also just wanted to talk a little bit about something I had reflected on today based off of conversations with my family, but also just experiences I've had. And it's about how do you, I don't even know how to express it. I'll give an example instead. So today at work, I was working on something and I was trying to find a solution, and I wanted to ask people, but there was no one to ask. There was no one who could help me resolve the issue I was having. And I joked a little bit, oh, well, this happens. I don't have any friends. But the reality is like that's what it was. There was at that moment, but there's consistently been instances like that where there's no one that is there who can help me with what I can do. And I think that's fair that that happens every now and then. That's why your job is your job, because you're the one who owns that. But I think what's challenging for me is that I am able to help others with what they're doing, and I can service multiple needs. And it's hard for me that I feel like there's no mutual support or interest in understanding. And as that happened today at work, and it wasn't the first time, it was one of many times, it had me thinking, generally speaking, it's really difficult for me to be confident that there are other people who value a certain quality of work that I do and want to produce that same level or higher in terms of the quality of work they do, or who have the same passion and curiosity, who want to be creative and innovative. And I know there are so many people like this out there. I just had to ask myself, what am I doing that I don't feel like I'm surrounded by them, that I don't feel like I'm connecting with them? Am I missing something? Am I being too selfish, thinking that I can do it all on my own? And my sister said something to me today where she said, you know, our family has a disease where we think we have to solve every problem ourselves, or we have to figure it out. And I think some of that comes from growing up having to figure it out. But how do you get away from that? If I look at any successful organization or team, it's rare that you see a successful individual. No one becomes successful just as this independent person all on their own. They have a team around them, and a team isn't, you know, this group of people they put together necessarily. It's all the people who provide support to them and encouragement to them in their lives that help them to focus and do the things that they're doing and execute them well. So today I really thought about who's on my team. And whose team am I on? And am I showing up for them? And are they showing up for me? And this applies both to my professional life and my personal life. How am I showing up? Which I actually think is more important than how other people are showing up to me. Because to be honest, I feel like I've dropped the ball. I've been so focused on accomplishing all these like goals and dreams that I've set out for myself that I feel like I haven't taken, you know, the 5 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, whatever it is, to reach out to the people who are important to me in life and the people whose teams I'm on. And I'm on, like, if anybody asked me today if they needed help with something, who's on this team that I'm speaking of, I'd want to be there, but I don't feel like I've shown up. So that's really what I wanted to just throw out there today with everything that I'm saying. I know whose team Cory Booker's on, and I saw him show up. I know whose team Barack Obama is on, and he shows up. How do you show up every single day so that people are inspired and confident that when they need help, they know who's on the team and they have friends and people they can reach out to and count on? Because I think it's entirely selfish for me to expect to have people on my team and to expect to have friends, as I call it, if I'm not reciprocating it and I'm not showing up. I know at work I show up every day, but in my personal life, I don't show up. Not the way that I should based off of my level of expectation. So I'm just throwing the challenge out there. How can we do a better job of showing up on the teams that matter to us? In case, that's really all I had to say for tonight. I'm a bit tired because I've been going to bed incredibly late, so I am going to go to sleep, but I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be a bit more upbeat and ready to go tonight. Maybe I was feeling a little bit discouraged, but also encouraged to do a better job of being there for other people and doing more for others. So I think sometimes that can help to inspire you also, just by absorbing some of the energy and creativity that other people throw your way. So I hope everyone can take some of this in good stride. It provides some information for you, and perhaps it'll challenge you to show up also for the things and the teams that matter to you. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.